sandstorm, you would have been here in no time. You're nearly to the settlement now. I'm sure that you're looking forward to a bit of rest. But I wouldn't let your guard down if I were you. I would guess that everyone living there is part of the bandit gang.
So don't be surprised if I wake up at knife point, is that it? Fine by me. It'd give me an excuse to beat some information out of them.
You'd use yourself as bait? Just for that? I guess that's just like you. But don't...
Unusual to see a traveler around these parts. This is Ruffian, the only settlement in the desert. It used to be a real town once, but most people have gone and given up on the bandit life. We're all that's left.
I've been surveying the desert all these long years. But I have been completely flummoxed by those cursed tablets.
I don't barter. You got that? Hey, what's with the sourpuss? You don't have a complaint about my fine assortment now, do you?
It's good enough, I suppose.
Go on! I don't need some uppity tourists making demands. Go somewhere else if you don't like my wares. Go on, get!
If you insist, I will. You're not the only merchant around.
That's where you're wrong, Missy. Far as I know, this is the only shop in the desert. There was one other fella, but he couldn't cut it. Lost all his drive to sell out here. When that happens, well, that's the same as death to a salesman.
So? What made him give up?
Damn fool. He bet his dreams on the desert, that's what. Poor old Ramon. He thought he'd make a real name for himself out here, selling to adventurers. But in the end, he lost sight of his dream, and his business.
Sounds good for you, though he doesn't seem like he was much of a rival anyway.
Shut it! You don't know the first thing about him!
Didn't mean to offend you. What's there to get so worked up about anyway?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. It's just like you say. He was nothing at all. It's not like he'd ever been a threat to my business anyway. No, not Ramon. I'm done talking about him. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. You'll find him near that old camp in the giant sandbox.
He was a pretty strange guy, wasn't he? But if he's really the only merchant around like he says, then I guess you'll have to count on him for help. Unless, of course, you want to find out for yourself about that Ramon fellow.
What's this? A tourist, eh? If you really want to get any of us to talk, you better go see Adonis first.
After the heat... So, what do you have? How about it? Feel better?
So you're the new seed hunter, huh? The job isn't easy, let me tell you. I've warned you. But seeing you're out here in the land of outlaws and bandits, I'm guessing you can hold your own. Once you've got your hands on some soul seeds, track one of us down. We pay good money for them, don't you worry. And then we sell them to rich folks to make a huge profit. It's win-win.
buildings here are ancient structures from another age.
Welcome! Come on in and take a load off.
I'd say definitely criminal is closer. At least there's not much of a dress code, other than looking like a thief.
Where'd you come from? You're not one of those sneaks from the Order, are you?
Well, would it really matter if I were?
No. I'm not gonna tell you a thing either way, so you might as well move on.
Guess I should have known better than to ask some lowly grunt. You're no help to me. Where's the boss?
If you think you're gonna get to meet our boss, you'd better learn to ask nicely.
Did I hurt your feelings? Excuse me, but would you do me the great honor of showing me the way to your boss? Please.
I don't have no help to spare for strangers. Find the boss yourself.
Why, hello. Looks like it's your first time to our humble home. Welcome. Do you need a guide?
That's exactly what I need. That and some answers to a few questions I have.
A woman who knows what she wants. Fire away and I'll do my best.
Rumor has it that you bandits might be able to tell me about the Holy Clavis.
So you know who we are. From what I can tell, you don't look like one of those Order lackeys, so what possible use could you have for the Clavis?
Why should I have to tell you that?
You shouldn't, and you don't. You're not one of us, so you can do whatever you want, but I won't be telling you nothing. If you want to know what we know about the Clavis, you'll just have to join our gang, Monoculus. Have you ever wanted to be a bandit? Now's your chance. Not that we let just anyone join us. But we'll at least let you try out. If you don't like that, then I think you know where the exit is. And that's all I've got to say about this. Name's Adonis, by the way. If you want to attempt the trial, just say the word. I'll explain everything you need to know.
If you want to find the Holy Clavis, it looks like there might not be much choice but joining up. I suggest talking to Adonis and finding out what his trial entails. The bandits of this desert have been exploring the ruins for many years. They know what's in there better than anyone. If you want to recover the Clavis, your best hope lies with them.
Forget these idiot bandits and forget their treasure.
What are you doing?
Nothing much, just gilling my spots for Hall to Ear. Dutter do Ewing, wum-ass.
Hope, can you interpret this for me?
It seems to me like it's some kind of code or cipher, but I don't have enough data yet to break it.
Can't you speak normally?
Show knit. Of course I can. Look, I don't have any info about any treasure if that's what you're looking for. I've got no interest in it. Buffet to you.
Doesn't seem like many people choose to live out here unless they're after treasure. So, what's your story?
Meave B. Lee. The world's going to end soon anyway, right? If that's the case, what's the point in having dreams or working hard?
So, sitting around waiting for the end was the best idea you could come up with. Nice way to spend your last days.
Well, yeah, it's boring, but nothing I do now makes any sort of difference anyway, so why bother? No matter how much I might unravel mysteries of the past, none of these bandits care. They don't even listen to my findings. Troen even nice to understand.
I get that it's hard to stay motivated when no one appreciates what you do.
I'd say so. If you get it, why are you giving me a hard time? Just leave me alone. I'm done with all of it. I ditched all my equipment in the desert. If you find any of my old things, they're yours. Take them away with you.
I think I may just do that. They deserve better than getting tossed aside by some sulking, spoiled kid.
Fake them, 10.
It's a big desert, you know. Do you really expect to find his things out there in the middle of nowhere?
I'd better be able to. After running my mouth like that.
If it's our secrets you're after, you'll have to become one of us.
You ready to see if you've got what it takes to join Monoculus? Oh, made your decision, have you? Then let me explain what you'll have to do. There's a giant sandstorm in the desert. You've seen it, right? It's been causing us nothing but grief out here, to say the least. Make it stop. That's your test. Off you go.
Make it stop? The wind? Do you want a bandit or a holy woman?
Oh, fine. Make me explain it all. Look, that thing's not exactly natural. People call it God's wrath. It's magic or a curse or something. If you can trigger the stone monument near it, you should be able to control it, including making it go away.
If you know that, why haven't you taken care of it, instead of asking a stranger?
What, you think a human can control the weather? That's just crazy talk. Now go and give it your all. Best of luck. Beat the monster near the stone monument, and you'll get the key that activates it. And that's the last freebie you'll get from me.
So if you want into the bandit gang, you'll have to defeat a monster, get a certain key, and somehow use that monument to stop God's wrath.
Hearing what Adonis had to say about it didn't sound like anything a normal person could do.
You're right, it's not a very fair trial. But then again, you are the savior. Doing what regular people can't comes with the job, right?
It appears that you aren't one of those secutors from the Order. The secutors are the greatest rivals that this gang has. Not that either side is particularly close to getting the Holy Clavis anytime soon. They'll never get it if they can't get that door unsealed.
I've got booze and I've got... Okay, then. How's that for a feast, huh?
No one but us bandits are allowed access to the entrance of the ruins, the one beneath the giant's hand.
I've been surveying the desert all these long years. But I have been completely flummoxed by those cursed tablets.
Hey, desert rookies. This is Monoculus, and we run this place. We just wanted you to know, travel is safer at night.
play for the dead.
I'm as splendiferous and magnifitastic as always. How about you? How are you? You have such a kind...
Are you taking the train?
Some tears? I should warn you though, I had to raise the price a little.
Explain to me why I should have to pay more than before.
Are you questioning the market value of my tears? They're special. Only for special people.
All right. You've talked yourself up quite a bit. Well, show me what you've got.
No, I can't. Not for you.
You've certainly got a knack for testing my patience.
Since you already gave me your money, I'll tell you a big secret instead. Do you know how I cry for people? Can you imagine the things I think of?
Something sad, like your pointless existence?
No, Miss Smarty Pants. I don't think of anything. I just empty my head. Then, like magic, the tears come.
So, you're a born fraud.
You mean actress. I had a great mentor.
Who was that?
My acting coach. He's the one who taught me to become one with my role. Without him, I'd have gone nowhere. Master that, and the acting would come naturally. He taught me everything I know. This might seem silly, but I kept acting to spend time with him.
You really cared for him.
I loved him. I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life. But look at me. Even though we spent decades together, he never stopped treating me like a child. Who can blame him, really? He died some time ago in an accident. I didn't have the heart to keep acting after that. I just couldn't. Without him watching my performance, it all seemed so pointless.
So that's why you quit.
I thought it was time. I went through a few things after that, nothing I'll bore you with. And now I'm here, selling my tears. So this is my calling.
That's an optimistic way to look at things. But I have to ask, doesn't the past make you cry?
Tears dry up, you know. I cried every day for 100 years after he passed away. But not anymore. I can cry to keep my business going, but that's something completely different. And that's enough talk for today.
She's awfully cheerful for someone who cries for a living, don't you think?
She does seem happy, at least on the surface. But sometimes people laugh when they're crying on the inside.
Lighten up, brighten up! Let the... Have you visited the wildlands?
My ball's on the roof. It's too high for me to reach. How do I get it down? You can climb anything, can't you?
What are you doing here all by yourself?
I'm waiting for my brother. He's a bounty hunter. He left to fight a really scary monster that came out of the chaos. He went to kill it with some friends a while ago.
And he hasn't come back?
No, and it's already been 5 days.
That's a long time. Look, I know you're worried about him, but you have to take care of yourself too. It wouldn't do your brother any good if you got yourself killed out here.
I'm okay. Besides, it's my job to wait right here till he comes back. He's really strong. I know he'll be back soon.
I'm sure he will be. If I see him around, I'll tell him you're waiting for him and that he should hurry home.
Thanks. Now that I have my ball back, I have something to play with until he gets here. Don't worry about me. I'm okay on my own. Thank you again for my ball.
You think you can beat me? Let the darkness embrace you. Death is everywhere.
Hey! The hero's back!
I was hoping you could help me. Do you know a boy named Talbot? He says his brother's a bounty hunter. Thought you might know him.
I remember one of the guys I fought with talking about having a younger brother. I don't recall his name, though. My advice to you, don't get too involved in this. I sense this is gonna end in tears.
The Shadow Hunter has broken his long silence and returned once again. That is to say, if he's the real hunter.
Something happened over at XIII. Do you dream of death? Eyes to the future. Get down.
People will become extinct.
The Shadow Hunter in the Oracle Drive. What did he see? How did that affect him?
You been on a trip down Chaos Lane? Picked up any seeds on the way, Oh, I see you've decided to make the right choice. The guys over at
He's always been a slightly odd character, but lately he's been acting strange even for him. He'll randomly burst out laughing, as if remembering an old joke or memory. He just doesn't look like he's enjoying himself, though.
will cure all your ills.
Choco Poco! Everyone's counting on you, you know. If you're looking for adventure, try the Dead Dunes.
Plants and trees.
This is Luxarian's North Station. The trains here shuttle back and forth between Luxarian and XIII, the city that never sleeps. There is another station in Luxarian, South Station. The trains there will take you to either of these two locations. The Wildlands, where you can enjoy fresh air, nature, and friendly faces. Or the Dead Dunes, a desert abundant with hidden treasures. Don't forget to buy a ticket.